Well, good morning. I've been debating I've been making the titles pretty much the same each time since I was in the hospital here. And I'm thinking of doing that a little bit different today. And I'd like to title this Rethinking the Changes That We Need to Make. Because inevitably, if we're going to move into a new paradigm, we're going to have to make some very significant changes in some areas, others not quite so much. But in all areas of our lives, we're going to have to reevaluate and reassess where we are and ask ourselves, is this serving the direction that I want to go? Now, of course, people that want to maintain the status quo, they don't want to make changes. They like things the way they are. They are using the system to their advantage, even though it's to the disadvantage of the majority of humanity. This is unacceptable, and in the evolution of our consciousness, we have to be able to grasp the new paradigms, the new ideas, and let go of the old ideas if we are going to make a world that is more honest, more fulfilling, more appropriate for where we are in our evolutionary process. Now, granted, humanity is not by any stretch of the imagination unified in the evolutionary process. Many people are still very clueless, while others are waking up at various levels around the world in every continent, every religion, even in political parties. Things are changing very, very rapidly, and they will change even more rapidly the more of us that are able to address the pull that's pulling us into the change, and to address our response to that, and to make positive responses that will allow us to let go of the old and embrace the new and move into something that really does work for everybody. It was never intended for life to be a one-sided issue where a handful of people controlled the entire humanity. That was something that was stolen. It was taken without consent, and it's been operating without consent by force for a very long time on this planet. There has been and will be no freedom until those of us who are willing to embrace the new paradigm, which of course you can't embrace something until you see it first. The new paradigm, of course, is a paradigm of honesty. It's a paradigm of truthfulness. It's a paradigm of vulnerability. It's a paradigm of willingness to make changes and no stubbornness and saying, well, I've got to keep doing it this way. As long as we hang on to the old, we will not be able to embrace the new. We will not be able to experience the transformation of human culture, of human society, and even of our individual human lives. It requires us to be willing to make whatever changes are needed to transform us into beings that have been controlled and enslaved, to beings that are empowered, enriched, and are at least on a pathway of self-discovery, where we realize all of the latent powers and the latent gifts that we've allowed to be put to the side as if they're not important, yet they are the most important part of being human. And we're at that stage right now, and I don't look for it to be in another generation. I don't look for it to be some other time, some other place. It's here, it's now. Energies are moving, things are being revealed, things that have been long hidden are coming to the surface. Nothing's going to stop that as long as a number of us, and it doesn't even have to be a majority, as long as a significant number of us embrace the idea that there is something better ahead of us, and that we are on the verge of creating and experiencing that better reality, that better manifestation of human experience. This is what I live for. This is what I will continue to work for as long as I have breath in my body. I will continue to put forth my best effort to encourage people to look beyond what we've been taught, beyond the paradigm in which we've been encapsulated, really stuck in prison. We need to look beyond that, and we need to see the light at the end of the tunnel and move through that tunnel and come out into the light of day and bring forth for all of humanity, for all of life, for all of creation, a newness of experience, a newness of reality. And we have that capability within us. It's gifted to us. This is the time. This is the place. It's happening now for those of us that are willing to look, see, and embrace. And it requires that you first be willing to look at it, and then to embrace it, and then to become the change that you really want to see in the world. Unless we're willing to become that change, nothing really will substantially occur for us. Nobody, I don't believe, is going to do it for us. Although I do believe we have tremendous help in spirits and angels and any other entities that are on the side of the awakening. And the awakening is now. The energy is here, and it's moving very, very rapidly, I feel and sense. So I want to encourage each of you to hear what I'm saying and to be willing to let go of that which has imprisoned us and kept us enslaved and in bondage to things that are not true. So much of the old world, in fact, all of the old world, is based on lies. And we need to move beyond the lies into truth at a level that is transformative. And we need to be transformed not just externally in the things that we do. We need to be transformed internally in the people, in the beings that we actually are. And we have that gift before us now if we will but accept it, if we will but embrace it. It's all over the world. It has nothing to do with any particular religion, nothing to do with a particular political ideology, nothing to do with any dogma or belief system. It only has to do with a desire to be free, a desire and a willingness to live in truth and to put aside the lies and to recognize the lies that we've told ourselves and been told by others. Put them aside and embrace the truth with our whole heart. The truth being that we are infinite beings, that we are created in the image and likeness of God, every one of us, and that we have the ability to be powerful creators. And as powerful creators, we are responsible for the world that's in front of us. We are responsible to take whatever steps we can take to bring forth the changes, knowing that as we take a step forward, the powers of that being, the powers that want good to occur, will work with us and will strengthen those steps so that we can move ever more quickly into a new paradigm of thinking, into a new way of expressing life on planet Earth. I think I'm going to leave it at that. I do thank you for listening, and yes, I just want to bless everybody and just let you know that good things are happening, even when it seems like something may not on the surface be good. There's good behind it all, because God's desire is for each of us to become fully human, fully divine. That's not a contradiction, because we are each divine, and we are each human. And both of those things in balance create